Dwane, that fourth quarter, you decided to put the bench out, trust them with John Wall, or what did you see and what did you get?
Well, it's nothing different than we've done, just added Freddie to the group. That's the difference. Just try not to make a big deal out of it while he was out to keep our other guys motivated, but he was the difference. I thought that little group has a playing personality that he does make a difference with that group. He's kind of the engine, the toughness, that little birdie on the shoulder, and I thought it really propelled Pascal and those other guys to give him a sense of confidence.
Dwane, what was Fred's impact on the game? What were you most impressed with?
Just the confidence level he gives them, the toughness. I thought he did a heck of a job of guarding Bill. Just didn't want to wear him out because he hadn't played in a while. But I thought he did a good job of bodying and fighting through screens, even with a bad shoulder. Just everything, the toughness, the confidence. He can run pick and rolls. He gets the ball out of DeLon's hands a little bit more. And on top of all that, you have the opportunity to rest Calvin tomorrow.
Coach, could you just summarize the feeling up that you have on closing out the game on the road?
It's tough. I said it before we started that closing out any series in any sport is probably the toughest thing you can do as an organization, as a team, no matter what sport. So it's tough, but we even keel. We want to enjoy it and celebrate it until midnight. I told the guys, and we got a bigger fish to fry. We still have some playoff series to go, hopefully, and we got to keep our mind on our business. And keep the main thing the main thing. And Washington is a tough team, well coached by Scotty. Some great competitors in John and Bradley. Gortat, I told him I complained about his screens, but he's one of the best in the league at setting them. And if the officials are not going to call it, keep setting them. And just I'm glad we're, they have a heck of a team there. And I said it before we started. They're not your typical 8 seed. They're a well-coached, well-oiled machine. Unfortunately, have some injuries at an unfortunate time, and put them at the 8 seed.
You had a couple ugly possessions early in that fourth. There's the Pirtle 3 at the end of the clock, and Siakam bailed you out of one.
Do you have to remind me, John?
No, I'm curious as to
you think
how
I drew that up that we meant to do that? Wow.
I'm curious as to how. Did it take some fortitude to not at that point?
No, that's a good point. That's a good question, though, and it's fair because it was ugly. But with that said, that group had been together. It took them a little while, and usually, if you watch this most of the year, those guys have some ugly possessions. But sooner or later, they usually figure it out, and that's what they usually do. And most of the time, that group has to be unscripted. The more you try to set things up with that group and take away their imagination or whatever it is, it hurts them a little bit. But that was an ugly out-of-bounds play. I totally agree. That's a great assessment on that part. That was one of our worst. But they, they usually figure it out, and they do. And again, it goes back to that word you use, trust. And we trust them. We've trusted them all year.
Coach, the difference defensively in the fourth quarter, you guys held them to 4-15 shooting, turned them over 4 times, crushed them on the glass as well. The difference in the final period.
It was the fourth period. Again, it goes back to the second unit. It allows our guys to rest, DeMar, and also Pirtle gives JV a chance to rest. I thought Pascal was super. His energy level, his rebounding, his running the floor, his defense on wall, his length. But it just allows us, and it gets them deep in their roster as far as Bill had, 43 minutes, and John had 40, and Morris had 38. So they were logging some heavy minutes, and I thought that was a difference in the game, and that was credited to the second unit.
They're having a heck of a year. They're number 1 seed for a reason. They got a lot of good players that play hard. Coach Casey and their staff have done an outstanding job. In my humble opinion, he's the coach of the year. What he's able to do with their group. Hell of a series. Sure would have loved to extend it one more game, but it didn't happen. You guys gave great effort, but just congratulate Toronto and their organization, their fan base is incredible. Wish them luck in the next round.
Scott, guys going to the fourth quarter with the lead, and obviously things turned. What did you see go different than the fourth quarter?
You know, some of the things that happened in the fourth quarter has been happened throughout the year. We just had trouble scoring, making shots, we turned the ball over, we gave up offensive rebounds, they were making shots. We didn't have a good shooting game to take away that first quarter. And in that fourth quarter, I thought, well, it started with the first play. We had a chance to score in that first play and did not execute the right way. Like I said, give them credit, they played hard. Their bench is really good. And, you know, Van Fleet, you know, he plays winning basketball. He has a good spirit about him. You know, he didn't shoot the ball well, but he makes big shots. The three he made. That unit just moves the scoreboard, and about that fourth quarter, that's what they did.
Coach, after the loss, what was the message that you sent to your guys?
Well, it's always tough, you know, it's always tough. Being an NBA player, I've been there. Being a coach, I've been coaching now for a while. There's only going to be one team that's going to feel great in the next 6 weeks. It's not going to be us. I just thank the guys for all the great effort. You know, we started the season, you know, not where we wanted to be. Keith was out with his hernia surgery and missed a handful of games. John missed half the season. But we fought and we made the playoffs. We made it at the 8th seed. You know, sometimes when you just squeak in, you got to play the best, hottest team in basketball, like Toronto was. And then Otto's injury happened at a wrong time also. But give them credit. I don't know if any of that would have changed, but the message was, you know, you guys had a great year. We're not where we want to be. And, you know, just got to stay together and keep improving over the summer.
Scott, whether it was the slow starts in games 1 and 2, or recently the bad closeouts, games 5 and 6, is there any part of the series as a whole that you're going to take with you in the summer and it may bother you?
I think it all. You know, it's when you lose in the playoffs, you don't feel good. And we have a team that doesn't feel good. I mean, some guys would love to play more, but as a team, you got to stay together and try to help each other win the game. And you don't want the group to feel good. We should be upset that we didn't get a chance to spend another day in Toronto playing against them Game 7. Game 7s are awesome. There's not a lot of them that happen throughout the year or throughout the playoffs, but we missed that opportunity. But still proud of our guys. You know, it's always tough. You know, we had, it seems like we figured out how to get a better start, and always something else. We didn't really play a good, you know, in the last couple of games, entire 48 minutes of good basketball.
Scott, when Dwane was in here, he mentioned unprovoked, no one asked him, but he mentioned that he really felt like the minutes that you had to play the guys was going to work in his favor when he was able to keep his guys on the bench. Was that something that you were concerned about, and did you feel like you had any choice?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a concern, but it wasn't, you know, especially in the first round, you got a lot of days off. And you have to get your rest and just keep giving your effort to the team. And, you know, I don't think the minutes was the deciding factor. I think they're a really good team out. They beat us fair and square. You know, how hard that is to say and how tough that is to admit, that's the reality, right? They had a better year than us. And they outplayed us. Anytime you take the #1 seed to 6 games, it's a good series. It could have been a great series with Game 7, but cannot congratulate them enough. And Coach, like I said, he's done an incredible job every year. He's been improving their team bit by bit, and just incremental gains is paying off for them.